And now I'd like to call to order the January 10th, 2018 formal City Council meeting. Will the clerk please do the call of the roll?
And the last speaker will be Shane Phillips.
Hello, fellow members, Mr. Stanton. My name is Shane Phillips. I'm with an organization called well.This Foundation. I've been working with the homeless for the last couple of years here in the Phoenix area. In 71, on the agenda today, the board and the mayor and this group of people here want to put a law against feeding the homeless, giving blankets to the homeless, giving clothing to the homeless. This law does not represent the city and the people living in the city. This law does not represent the people in Arizona. A lot of people up here say that they're Christians. Christ said, "Come as you are." Christ welcomed everybody. And when we can come together, ladies and gentlemen, not look at the color of skin, not look at religion, not look at nationality, and not look at somebody's sexuality, and not look at if somebody being poor or being above somebody else, we will be the country and we will be the city we are supposed to be. This law goes against the constitutional rights that our forefathers gave me as an American and gave you as American. There is such thing as freedom of assembly, and if this law gets passed to incriminate people that help the homeless like myself, we will take this to the Supreme Court of the United States of America. God bless. Have a good day.
Steve Angus?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I just want to speak right behind Shane. I'm a pastor in South Phoenix. I've been a pastor for over 20 years, and we have been out to feed the homeless over the last 20 years, a little bit on, a little bit off. I guess basically I just want to address the fact that there are some very specific needs that are out there on the streets, and we need to find some solutions as opposed to just sweeping it under the carpet. First of all, I want to thank you all for allowing me to speak today. I know it's only 3 minutes, but I would hope that the ears are inclined. There's a great need that we have. There's a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of people that their sons and their daughters, there are people that have fallen on misfortune. And I would really hope that the last time I went out to feed, we were chased away. We were able to finish, thank God for that, but we were asked to leave. And as I stated earlier, there are some basic needs, humanitarian needs that are out there. When we go out, we're not going out there to be seen. We're going out there to extend the hand of Christ to the people that are out there. They need food, they need clothing, and as most of you know, they're not able to go wash their clothes. So when we provide the clothes, they take off the old clothes and they dispose of it and they put on new clothes. I understand that there are there's a lot of trash and other things out there, but I think we need to find a solution as opposed to stopping the people from giving people basic humanitarian needs. These are human beings. They're not dogs. They're not animals. And we do a lot of humanitarian efforts all around the world. But here in our own backyard, we need to reach out and lend a hand, extend a hand to help these people that are out there. I would hope that you just lend an ear, and just hear what I'm saying. We need to find some solutions. We don't need a Band-Aid for stopping people from feeding and giving clothing and giving blankets, especially when it begins to get cold and it's raining outside. That's not the answer. Let's find some real solutions. We're intelligent people. I'm sure every person here, you're where you're at because you're intelligent. And I would hope that we would find something meaningful to help these people. A lot of them are suffering from mental illness. A lot of them need medical care. A lot of them have fallen on bad luck. It could be you or I that's out there. So I would just hope that we would find a solution as opposed to just stopping and threatening by the police coming out and stopping us from feeding and serving the people that are out there. These people, they're normal people. There's a lot of normal people. There's people out there with families, and they really need your help. So that's my request today, that you lend a helping ear. I don't know the full solution yet. I wish that I knew the full solution. I know that there may be some programs, maybe there's some vacant hotels that we can occupy and help the people to move forward in their life. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your time. God bless you.
Are you speaking about item 71? I just need clarity.
I'm speaking, I believe item 71 doesn't seem to be greatly
Okay,
clear
that's-
to me.
I just needed to,
But it's basically talking about
Thank you.
the homeless out there.
okay.
Thank you so
I
much.
just
You have a
needed
great day.
clarity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor and council members. I really appreciate, some of you seen me earlier in the subcommittee meeting where you were gracious enough to allow me as a resident and a citizen of Phoenix to speak. I was at the subcommittee meeting on veterans and police affairs. I found out today that I believe, and maybe I'm wrong, that if you have a drone, if you buy a drone for your kids, you're breaking the law in Phoenix. And I'm not saying that, maybe it's a state law, but something about you have to be registered. The police officer said, though, they're not coming out to arrest you unless it's an aggravated circumstance, I hope. So, but the main reason I'm here, and look, it's so easy to hate. I'm guilty of anger and all these divided politics that go on. But one of the things that I've been carrying on about, I gave the mayor a rather hard time. But you know what? I just cannot associate with human beings and hate them. I don't. But my subject is, when there is a freezing human being, and that person is a homeless person in Phoenix, and I walk up to the homeless human being who is freezing, and I want to give them a blanket, and the city policy, and I'm not going to sit here and beat on the police about it, because quite honestly, they're taking their orders, okay, from you. You guys are the captains of the ship of Phoenix. It's so easy for me to deflect my attention towards the bad police. Now, look, I do have some disagreements with some of our officers from time to time, but that day when they denied people from serving food and giving blankets to homeless people, I just felt it was right the day before Christmas. And he gave us a black eye. And I know that you don't believe that. I know that all of you do volunteer work. I know that you care. I've seen every one of you. You are compassionate people, all of you. And I'm not just saying that to butter you up, but there's something wrong when the police are sent out and told, to tell my brothers and sisters in the city of Phoenix that you can't hand out a blanket to that freezing homeless person. I mean, that is a basic human right. And I understand where you're coming from. You're like, well, Leonard, if we do that, they won't come to our center. But the problem is sometimes the reports are coming in that they stop. They don't feed every day of the week. Sometimes they're closed. And I mean, what if that person, okay, let's just take it, okay, a little bit religious here. What if that person were Jesus? You didn't know it, or just any, human being that is freezing and you have a blanket and you're said, no, you can't do that, or you could be fined. You could get a ticket in the city of Phoenix for giving a blanket to a homeless person. I totally agree. And it's not fair. City of Phoenix, we are like basically supplying the tax dollars for the other cities who don't want to do the work that you're doing. But I would ask you, now this was on ABC 15. Please let me know if it's incorrect. The reporter stated that he was told there is an ordinance that makes it illegal that in the city of Phoenix you can give blankets or food to homeless people. I'd like to get clarification on that. You know my address, you know where I live. The drones are watching. So
Thank you,
Thank you
Leonard.
very much.